Pleased with both sides of the ball. Still lots of stuff to clean up with, as you would expect after the first game of the year, but defensive effort was really, really good. Offensive execution was really good at times and a little sloppy in others, but again, offense takes time. Defense is about effort and communication, and I think we're starting to kind of show that we could be a defensive team that's going to be able to stop some people.
Yeah, surprisingly, my first question is about defense.
About
how what do you feel like you did well as far as just running the length at them? What stood out?
I thought we got them off their spots. Their bigs were not buried deep, so we could go in there and what we call dig when they started to bounce it. We put enough pressure on the ball, they couldn't function. This is a team with 4 starters back, and their 6-man coming back, and they've played together a lot. And I thought that we were disruptive, even though we didn't have forced a lot of turnovers. We didn't let them run their stuff. We did a little bit of a scout on this game, which was, I think, a marked improvement over our Arkansas Fort Smith game because we had a little bit of preparation. And our kids have taken some pride in getting stops and rebounding it. 7 offensive rebounds on 38 missed shots. That's a pretty good percentage.
Well, Barnum and Mac both made comments that they felt like they were very prepared. After yesterday's practice.
We've got a really good guys practice team, and maybe one of the better ones, probably one of the better ones we've had here. And we didn't have that last year. We didn't have it with COVID. So this year with those guys coming in and being able to simulate very quickly, we went through most of their stuff in about a very, very intense 30 minutes. And because of the 3 games in 5 days, and I just thought their preparation, they carried over. They knew who our shooters were. They knew who the drivers were. And that goes with just having, I think, kids that have recruited a little bit more defensive-minded as well, more well-rounded, not just one side of the ball. When you add Sasha and you add Jersey and you add Sam and you add Alana and, Emory Ellis is a really good defensive player too. So we've added good defensive players, and Marquisha, of course, gets in there and can really guard the ball.
Hey, Coach, you talked about how deep this team can go before the season started. Talk about Marquisha, Alana coming off the bench, making 2 big threes and making some free throws. How big was their production tonight versus Tarleton?
It makes me sleep a little bit better than most people with 2 young kids at home would sleep. Knowing that, again, we've done everything we can do to just try to say we're a team of 13 right now players. Whether you're starting or whether you're the first one in or the rotation that you get in there with, I think that our second rotation tonight really got us a little bit of separation. So it's refreshing. It's new to me. We're still learning to have that. But man, I don't take it for granted that how hard these kids are working, and even the kids are playing 20, 22 minutes. You look down 16, 15, 14, 12. I dare y'all to go back and find a box score from the last 4 years that look like that. We're talking double figures minutes on a lot of kids in a real opening game. So our depth is something that I'm really proud that we've been able to recruit and keep, and we've got to maintain it. We've got to make sure everybody understands their roles, and 35 minutes may be a thing of the past. We may not have somebody average 35 minutes this year. So play incredibly hard in the 22 minutes you're playing. It'll be fun to look back and see the combinations. I've got in my mind who I think the best combination was tonight, but the last time I guessed I was way wrong. So you can't keep up with all that. There's five people. It's really hard to keep up with. So we'll get to the film room, and I think we'll learn a lot.
What can you say about Samara Spencer specifically and her performance off the bench?
Fearless, just not freshman-like. Not freshman-like. That's what I would say. I've said it a couple times. This is very – and I don't want to compare them because they're different people and different kids, but much like when Makayla got here, she was freshman ready. She takes coaching. She takes preparation seriously. She is absolutely fearless going in on 6'6" kid. She thinks she's 6'6", so don't anybody tell her she's not. But she's worked for it, man. She came in ready to go. As state, she's in great shape. I think she's one of those kids that could play 40 minutes if we had to have. Her leadership, she's really taken to listening to Mac and taking coaching, and that's rare for lots of freshmen, but she's done a great job with it.
And Makayla said that you kind of have her in more of a T-back position, I think she said it's called. So what does that look like, and how did you see it work tonight?
So I should have done this a long time ago, seeing how good she's at it. I used to make her sprint back in transition every time a shot went up just because I was petrified that we would give up a layup on the other end, and I hate it. So we would always send her and Amber back. This year I've let her get to the tee of the court right there where the free throw line and in our practice gym there's a tee there. And I let her get to that spot, and then I trust her to make the read. Can she get the rebound, or can she pick up and pressure the ball a little bit? And she's gotten so good at being disruptive. She's always been a really, really good rebounder, but now, getting 2 or 3, and she kept 2 or 3 more alive that she didn't get credit for. So that's what the T-back is. We have a full-back and a T-back. We use a lot of football references. I was a terrible football player, but I loved it. So
we're back and better than ever. A new web interface to start the basketball season and more props, odds, and lines than ever before. BetOnline remains your #1 spot for all basketball and football action this season. Head to the new updated desktop or mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE50 to receive your bonus. That's BLEAV50 to receive your bonus. From basketball, football, and baseball postseason, NHL, boxing, and UFC, right to your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of all the amazing offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts.